All right, welcome back to the D&D show. I am Drew, your host, with my co-host Dre, and we are back to review week 2 of the Premier League. It was definitely an interesting week for sure. Um, we'll go through my game, a City's game. We'll go through Chelsea's game, and then we'll go through highlights of week 2 matchup of the games that we watched. All right, but as we always do, let's do the intros. How's it going, bro?
Blessed and highly favored, man. Blessed and highly favored. Getting better and better at my job. My bosses give me a lot of compliments on my work, even with the newborn. So yeah, it's good stuff, man. Good
It's
stuff.
good.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah. Hanging
That's
in there.
good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Good. Yep. And same for me. Everything is great. No complaints. I will say that I did see a movie this weekend called Relay. I'm not sure if I'd suggest it to anybody. It was a very weird movie, but it's a definitely interesting concept of a movie. So if you're looking for something that's interesting, like kind of weird, I would then check it out. It's definitely an interesting movie. I can't say I would suggest it. I can't.
Crazy,
But
crazy.
but you know,
Almost missed the fantasy draft to watch that movie too, but whatever.
yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy because I literally left the movie multiple times to make draft picks. You know what I'm saying? So I had a great draft though, so I was happy with it. So I did miss a couple picks because I was watching the movie, but it's all good. It's all good. I got the players I wanted. It was most of the players I wanted. So all right, all right. So
Fair enough,
let's
man.
go through. Let's go through it, man. Let's get to it.
Oh,
So the first one we're gonna go through is my boy City. We played Tottenham this past weekend. So the lineups were Trafford at goalie, Nuri, Diaz, Stones, Rico Lewis, Nico. Then you had Reinders, Jerky in the middle, and then you had Marmoush and Oscar Bob on the outside and Holland as your striker. All right, another game where Rodgers on the bench and Foden starts on the bench, and make a note of that because I'm going to bring it up in later on in this segment. So to start off the game, um, we notice a change in the way Holland's playing. He's actually trying to come back and help with the build up. It does not work out. He ends up giving the ball up right in front of the box, giving up a free kick at the very beginning of the game, like 7 8 minutes in, and that gets corrected. He doesn't continue to do that throughout the game. You can notice that Holland he needs work with his dribbling. He needs work with his footwork and his dribbling. It's just not great, and so he can't be trusted with the ball in the back line or on the build up. So he probably won't be involved in much of it this year unless he gets a lot better throughout the season. But Omar does almost score at the very beginning because of a mishap that Tottenham had. It was, but it really wasn't that close of a score. But he did make a play that was almost there. Um, you can see that when so one of our players, Nori, gets hurt. You can see while Nori is hurt that Pep takes Rico to the side and starts talking to him. And if you at the beginning of the game, you'll notice that Rico is caught out of position a lot. Okay, this is the second game in a row where he's caught out of position a lot, and because of that, I think Pep needed to speak to him because you can see the adjustment after that conversation. You can see Rico starting to fade down to the end of into the field to the right wing back's position on the build up instead of just going up and playing in the middle of the field or making runs. You see him actually fading back to the right and helping with the build out and expanding the offense, and then allowing instead of Jerky, who was actually doing his job basically, who was going wide instead of staying in the middle. Jerky was doing going wide and helping out on the build up, kind of to defeat the press because Tottenham was not playing. Their manager Thomas Frank, he was on the press. They were not afraid of us this
yeah.
game. It's very clear that all the nostalgia and all the fear that teams had for us over the last couple of years, that was gone after like what happened last year. They're not afraid to press us and attack us now. So we need to find different ways to open up the field and to get out of press. But to continue on the game, um, Omar gets a clean strike, but it goes right at the goalie. So it's like another one of those where nice good strike, but you got to put it somewhere. You can't just kick it right to him. Um, then you can see Reinders. So Reinders had a tough game, a really, really rough game. He started off slow again. He was missing passes. Holland actually got him. Um, actually, at the very beginning, this is Holland actually got him later, but at the very beginning of the game, Reinders gets misses Omar and Holland for probably a possible assist on like a 3-on-2, or I think it was 2-on-1 or 3-on-2, and he just makes the wrong decision. So you can tell that his timing is off and the chemistry's not there. So he needs a lot. He just needs more time. That first game was more of a flash in the pan. You can't expect that every game. To continue on, their press is really hurting us a lot. Salah makes a great run, but he also he kind of just bullways his way through. He kind of clumsily dribbles through a couple guys, but and then he sets up Omar, but then Omar blows his chance. So
Hey, that pass from Holland though, I know like you said
yeah,
the dribbling was kind of questionable, but that
yeah,
pass was on point, bro. I was like,
yeah.
whoa, early, whoa, whoa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he could pass with his left foot. He could
The
pass.
ball
So
into Marmouche was nice. I was like, hold up, dude, who is this
yeah,
guy?
yeah. He can make it passes. His dribbling is just not. It leaves a lot to desired, to say the
Yeah.
least. But his size
Yeah.
allows him to get overcome his inability to keep the ball where he wants to keep it.
Yeah.
During this game, Nico was playing the Rodri position. He's not doing too bad actually. He's actually not going up too much. He's allowing Rico to make runs. He's allowing other defenders to make runs. So you can tell that Nico is actually committed to being a defensive mid. So that's good. I love
Yeah.
seeing that. I hope that continues. But at the same time, I hope he doesn't play much more the rest of the season because
Because
Roger
we
needs
got
to be out there,
Rodri.
and Roger needs to be out there. It's very clear he needs to be out there.
Yeah.
Another thing that happened is Reinders gives the ball away after Holland finds him wide open in the middle of the box, and he just predetermines what he's going to do before he even gets the ball. So he doesn't realize that he's wide open in the
He's got
middle
a
of the.
shot. Yeah, I
He's got a
remember.
wide.
I
There's nobody
remember.
around him,
He should
and
be shooting.
he just passes it right away, and then ends up turning it over.
Autopilot,
Uh,
yeah.
s- yep. So then shortly after that, and whenever it's like you miss a layup, you give up a three, that type of thing in the NBA. Shortly after that, around the 36-minute mark, Stones tries to catch Richarlison on an offsides. We get hit on a counterattack. Rico's not back enough. Again, being out of position again,
Oh,
he's not back enough, and then we end up giving Richarlison makes a great run and then ends up making a cross to Brennan Johnson,
yeah.
and that's that we give up our first goal of the
Yeah.
game there. And you can tell the chemistry's not there yet. Stones was doing a lot of this crap last year, where he was basically banking on offsides, like
Yeah.
too much trapping, too much instead of just getting back. And this is why I prefer Ake to be out there because he doesn't try to play those games. You know what I'm saying? He just does his job. And I'm saying, really, that's not even your job to play the offsides. I mean, that's not the back guy needs to be doing that. But it is what it is. What am I going to say about it? These guys are professionals. So what else? Okay, so Turkey, um, he one thing I got to say about Turkey, he's got to know that if he's going to play in the midfield, and he's not an outside player, I will say that he's not fast enough to be a winger. I don't see that at all. I don't see wing in him at all. But he needs to clear the ball when he's got the ball in our side of the field. He needs to clear the ball. He needs to stop playing around. He's got to stop playing around. I know he's super talented and he's got great feet, but he's got to stop playing around with the ball in the back half of our side of the field.
I got you. Yeah,
So.
when y'all are basically in a defensive phase, basically, like he
Mhm.
can't be trying to do all the tricks that he tried to do up
No,
top.
No, it's just he's super talented. I get it. You're super talented, but it's not the time for that. Okay, it's
That's a
not the
league
time.
adjustment, bro. That's a league adjustment. Like you
Right.
got to think like he was coming from the French league where there's not a whole lot of competition. No offense to the French league, but like there's maybe three
Take
good
offense.
teams.
Hmm.
Yeah, and they could get away with stuff like that. So leagues like this where it's like okay, in the past you wouldn't think Tottenham are super competitive. Like bro, everybody's coming for everybody in this league. Like you saw
Hmm.
two of the three relegated teams. I mean, two of the three newly promoted teams won the first week. Not even
Hmm.
draw. They won the first week. So it's like there's no easy games. I would well, that's not true. Some teams just don't show up on the day.
You still got to
But
bring it though.
you still
Hmm.
got to bring it. Yeah, you still got to bring it.
Hmm.
So,
Exactly.
yeah.
And also, we were talking about pin downs and screens that Arsenal will be doing. There was a lot of that going on in this game as well. Um, and it's clearly not a rule that's enforced, or it's not something that's going to change. So we got to adjust. Uh, yeah, we got to adjust. Subs come in second half. Uh, Too late. Um, I got a lot more to say about this, but I'm gonna just go on my thing now. So Doku comes in. Uh, Doku should have been playing. Um, Foden comes in, and Rodri comes in, but it's too late. They come in around the 75-minute mark, and this is a common thing with Pep. And I don't really understand why this is the way it is. But this is not just a Pep thing. This is a Premier League manager thing. The concept of if your player is not fit to play the whole game, then you can only play him in the second half of the game. Okay, instead of play because you can't sub people in and out. So Pep's, I guess Pep's standpoint and these managers' standpoint is I'd rather have them at the end of the game than at the beginning of the game, and which I completely disagree. You should have your best players out there get a lead, and then once they get tired, then you take them out. Or once they hit their minute mark, their max minutes, then you take them out. You don't play the game with the lesser players, get down, and then say, "Come save us." Now we did that a lot of that the last 4 or 5 years. We've been doing that where Pep plays around with the lineup, then we put the guys in, and then some guy makes a play, and then we end up coming back and win. We're the king of the comebacks. We've been doing that for years, but I don't think that we should be putting ourselves in a hole um, just to just to placate players that just got here. Why are we placating Omar and Tajani and Turkey? They just got here. They shouldn't be playing over guys that have been here. So uh, it's just my stance here. Doku should be playing. You could tell the minute he got in, he was making an impact. Um, the minute Foden got in, he made a great corner on to Rodri. You can say the minute these dudes are playmakers. Like and Foden is clearly the best player on our team outside of Rodri. So he needs to play, and he needs to be playing consistently. And I don't care if you play him on the outside, you play him in the middle of the field. You can play him pretty much anywhere basically, you play him anywhere on offense. So there's no excuse for him not to be playing. So I hope that changes. I don't really know a whole lot to say about that. Our second goal, last thing I will say is our second goal was nonsense, but I'm not going to get on Stratford for doing the same crap that Edison used to do. So
Yeah.
we gave a goal because of the goalie made a mistake. Ederson used to do the same crap all the time, and that's why I would be pissed off with him. So
Yeah.
it is what it is. I'm still a fan of Trafford, even though he made a mistake. It's fine, but I'm not going to get on a rant about that's how stupid of a mistake that was because Ederson did this literally would do the same thing all the time.
Yeah.
So
That junk
and
was
so we end up
crazy.
losing the game 2-0.
Unreal.
Mm-hmm.
It's
And
crazy.
that's the last thing I have to say about that game. I'm not worried or anything like that. As long as we
Hmm.
play Rodri and play Foden, we'll be fine. Silver did look great,
Okay.
so I did love to see that. But yeah, it was. Uh, I did like what I saw. Just didn't like what Pep's decision when it comes to subs and lineup.
So, all right. So before we, I
Hmm.
guess, move on to Chelsea, who is going to have a better season, Doku or Jack Grealish?
Ooh,
Because
that's
Jack
tough. I don't know where did Jack go. I don't even remember.
Jack went to Everton, and the reason I'm bringing this up is he got 2 assists last game. And
I would say Jack's probably is because he's going to get a lot more playing time. He's going to
Okay.
get a lot more playing time, a lot more,
Yeah.
because
Fair
clearly
enough.
Omar Marmoush is gonna play a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
So um,
It's a
yeah,
good
so
point.
clearly, and I think Jack is probably the star there. I don't even know who Everton has left.
Yeah,
So
he's definitely like one of their top three guys for sure, for sure. He
so
just
because
can't.
Everton had Gray, right? They had Damari Gray, right?
They used to. I
Yeah,
don't know where he's at,
that's
bro. I
that's
think he's actually in the
that's the
championship
last
now.
time I watched Everton, like we cared about Everton, was when they had Damari Gray.
You don't
Okay,
remember Rondon, bro?
I do remember. I do. I just don't. I just don't. I don't choose to watch them unless they're playing another team. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
I'm
I
saying
just
I
wanted
would
to
on.
I just
I
needed
do
a
was up
shout
front.
out to Grealish because he came on. I mean, he didn't come on. He started this game and got two assists. And it's like Doku's really good at dribbling and getting past people, but his end product isn't there. And it's crazy because Jack Grealish
He can
has the
still.
end product.
Nah, he can pass. Doku can pass. His problem is he can't shoot the ball. He has no idea where that
I
ball's
don't think
going.
he can do either one.
Oh, he can
But
pass.
well,
Matter of fact, he made a good pass in this game. Almost scored. Foden would have scored. He would have had an assist, but it got blocked. A tackle. But yeah,
hmm,
Doku can pass the ball. He can't shoot it.
hmm.
But he can cross the ball though.
All right,
He can cross it
all right. Hey, that's your team,
on
dog.
the ground. I would not. I wouldn't say in the air. On the ground. He's not going to put it up in the air for a header or anything like that. He can make crosses. Yeah, he can on the ground, like low bouncing. Yeah, he can do that.
All right. Well,
You have to be able to do that to play that position. You can't play that position without being able to make that pass. So
yeah. I hope so.
he can
Well,
make those passes. He just can't,
um,
you
hmm.
know, put it up in the air and shoot the ball. But, you know, it'll come. He's young. He's still young, right? I don't even know how old he is, but he's still young.
Yeah, he's pretty young. He's pretty young.
So
Um,
your boys.
okay, yeah, on to Chelsea, on to Chelsea. I'm not gonna talk too much about it because obviously, like, I'm hyped. It's a 5-1 win. Um, but it was more of because like I think we played well. I think we played similar in the first game where we didn't get a goal, but I think it's more like West Ham just being not a very strong team than it is Chelsea being a dominant team. I think we scored on three corners. Like we never really score on corners, but we had the same like kind of routine where we had Kukurea sitting on the near post, he win the header, and then it just fall to somebody else basically. Like, and we kept doing the same routine, and it kept working. So I'm like, credit to our team and coaching for getting the corner tactics right and scoring those goals. But ultimately, like West Ham just looked poor. They just looked poor defensively. I will say though, they started off the game, and I was nervous because uh, Paqueta, who great player by the way, I'd take him at Chelsea any day. But the story starts with Esteval. Esteval's our youngster. Forgot how old he is, but he's our youngster that we brought in this year. And he did something similar to Turkey. Like basically, we are trying to play out of the back in transition, and he's trying something that he shouldn't try. Lost the ball. Paqueta picks it up and just takes a shot from way out and just puts it past the goalie. I don't know if you saw the goal, but it was a very nice goal. Um, a lot of people were upset at Sanchez saying that he should have used his other arm to try to save it, but sometimes like you just got to give credit where credit's due. Like bro just took a shot no one was expecting and it went in. Um, so that's how the game started. But then after that, we just started playing our regular stuff, like in three goals from corners. Everybody looked good. I would say the bad part about this game obviously was Cole Palmer didn't play because he picked up a knock in warm-ups. So to put on a 5-1 performance without your best player, like you got to be impressed. I was hyped. I had a very good weekend because I think that game was on Friday. So I enjoyed that for the rest of the weekend. No complaints over here. Tottenham won just like I asked them to, so that was great. They're apparently y'all bogey team is what I keep hearing is that that's the team y'all lose to, and then y'all just go roll over everybody else. So I guess y'all in good shape. But I will say Uh, it was a real good team performance. But I have to shout out Joao Pedro because he kind of like took on the role of Cole Palmer in this game because Palmer wasn't there, and Delap like played as the striker. I don't know if you remember, but last game I told you like we had a problem where Joao Pedro is the better player, like and he's
Right.
been playing striker, but in
Mhm.
that last game because of how they were defending, like we needed a Holland type profile striker to just mix it up. So in this game, even before Palmer got hurt, uh, Enzo realized that and he started Joao Pedro and Delap. So both of them started. So we had the physical striker and then we had Joao Pedro, who's like the link up striker, kind of like your Alvarez or Marmouche kind of player. You know what I mean?
So you had two guys at striker, but you
Yes,
had
we
one guy like kind of running,
Yeah,
going behind him.
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. So
I
that
guess.
was that was what Joao Pedro was doing. So and he played a magnificent game. I think he had 2 goals and an assist and like he was just all over the place and every time he touched the ball like he looked like he was going to score. So it it's really exciting having him in the team because I think for the last couple seasons really it's like everybody gave the ball to Cole Palmer and just tried to see what he could do. And
Right,
now players are finally starting to get some confidence. It's like, okay, yeah, Cole Palmer's the guy, but we can also do a little something, something, without him.
right.
And when you put up 5 goals, like you can't say they can't. So yeah, I would say it's maybe too early to make this shout, but like if West Ham don't make some signings or make some changes, like they might be getting relegated. They're that bad. Like I'm happy about the Chelsea performance. It's 5-1. Like you got to be happy for your team, but they were so bad, bro. Those goals were so easy, so preventable, and they just kept going in. Like if we were really on it, we could have scored 7 or 8. So yeah,
Wow.
that's pretty much it for Chelsea this weekend. Um, Looking at the Premier League table right now, um, looks like we're in the top 4 spot, which is a good start for us, I would say. Good start for us. So what game did you watch?
So my game for this, well, I did watch two, but I watched
Oh,
the
okay,
the
okay.
Arsenal game too. But I'm not going to say much about that. But the game that I watched was the Burnley versus Sunderland.
Oh, okay. You had to watch your boys, Sunderland, to see
Yeah,
if
I had to
they
watch
see if they
Sunderland. Yeah,
was
see
really
how
like
see
that.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep, I had to watch. So this was a relatively uneventful game in a lot of ways. But um, I will say that let's just to go through the game real quick. So a Ballad gets hurt. Dan Ballad, who was kind of like the star of the first game,
Okay.
he gets hurt, which really messed with them a lot. Mayenda played well. His feet were on display. He's a good player. He's going to be a really good player. Um, he probably should have scored. He had a chance to score on a cross, but he just didn't get a good connection on it. Uh, so, but I think Mayenda's going to be a star in a couple years. If they stay, if they stay in the Premier League, you never know. They might end up getting relegated again. So, but he's got a future for sure. He's got some talent on him. We'll say Kyle Walker looked great for Burnley, so I was good. I was happy to see that.
Okay.
But you could tell that the end product just wasn't there because there was it's just hard to score. It's just hard to score, man. You're not throwing a football. There's not a whole lot of accuracy.
Yeah.
It's really really hard.
Hmm.
And they just couldn't finish. The end product just wasn't there. At the very end of the half, Jaden Anthony does get a header attempt, but the pass it's a tough play to make. Hannibal makes the pass, the guy from United, but
Hey, okay.
he's it's close, but he kind of like, but you could tell that was the beginning of something. I
Okay.
will say Zaka, he looks old. Former Arsenal guy, Zaka, he looks washed. I don't know what he's out there for. He looked bad. I don't know what's going on with Zaka. So second half, Burnley completely controls the game. You could tell the goal was beautiful. It's a backheel pass from Anthony to Cullen. He makes like a backheel pass. Jaden Anthony makes a backheel pass to him, and then Cullen makes a nice little shot, little curved shot around the goalie for the first goal. Um, then Sunderland does like counterattacks. You can tell that they're fighting. They're fighting. They have a good little attack around the 70-minute mark, but that falls short. Again, the end product is just not there yet. They need a little bit more time. Then Burnley scored their second goal on a counterattack where Cullen finds Anthony uh, and then goes by the keeper. And the pass is just, you got to watch the play if you haven't seen the play. The pass is beautiful. I don't even think he took a touch. I think he got it. Cullen got the pass and it was right. It was right away. No touch and just led him. It was a beautiful like through pass over the top. It was beautiful. And
Okay.
then Anthony goes around the keeper, and then Zaka, of course, is trailing behind, slow behind, and he scores his goal around Zaka. So the player of the match was Jaden Anthony. He was amazing. He's their star
Sound,
player, I guess.
sound like
So,
sound like a hooper, bro. But yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah,
know I know who he is, but yeah, he
yeah,
sound like he should be hooping.
yeah. It's a good name. Jaden Anthony's a good name. It's a good name. It's a good name.
Right? Right? It's a
It's
strong
really good.
athletic name right there.
Yeah. It's good. Jaden Anthony. Yeah, yeah. But
Okay.
yeah, he was a man of the player of the match, whatever you want to say. He was the star of the show this game. Sunderland, that Ball they didn't really recover from Ballard's injury, and that's what I'm hoping. That game was just about Ballard. He got hurt, and I think they're better than what they showed that game. I will say that's what, in my opinion. But
Hey, props to Drew for following one of the newly promoted teams. Watched him 2 weeks in a row. Meanwhile, Dre over here just watching what's the big games. So I guess I can talk to you about Liverpool versus Newcastle and all the drama behind this. So obviously, if you're following football, soccer at all, you know Alexander Isak is kind of like in a holdout with Newcastle right now. He wants to leave and go to Liverpool. I think he may eventually go, but they're holding out to make sure they get enough money from him, and he's just like basically refusing to train and play and all that fun stuff. So the fans are very, very upset. They're not very happy. Uh, but I think he made a statement saying that there's more of what's going on or promises weren't kept or something like that. So yeah, it's a bunch of drama. It's a bunch of drama between Alexander Isak, who arguably last year was Newcastle's best player. A lot of people say that he dragged them to get a bunch of different points and helped them get into the Champions League, obviously. So he did really well for them. But Liverpool came calling and he wants to go. So yeah, that's the drama. So of course, enter Newcastle versus Liverpool. Um, and I gotta say that Newcastle started off the game really, really well and then ran into the same issue that they ran into in their first game. They created these chances and they couldn't finish them because their best finisher in the club is literally like on a holdout and not playing
uh,
for them. So this is the second game. Unfortunately, the first one was a draw. This one was a loss, but this is the second game that obviously I can't definitively tell you that Isak would have finished these chances, but Isak of
right.
last year would have finished these chances. Like the chances that Anthony Gordon have gotten in these first couple games, and Anthony Gordon's a good player in his own right. Like there was a time where I wanted him at Chelsea because he's just a good player, but he's basically
It was a
playing
good player.
striker. Yeah, he's basically playing striker. He's getting great chances, and he's just not putting them away, and it's killing them, bro. It's killing them because they're doing everything right, and he's just missing like a header, or he's just missing a shot in front of goal. And like if you
Mhm.
watch Newcastle last year, Isak was putting those chances away. So if I'm a Newcastle fan right now, I'm frustrated. I'm angry. Uh, Basically, I'm calling on my club to try to figure this out because it's painful. So let me actually talk about the game. Man, I have to go back and look what the goals were to kind of give myself a recap. Okay, cool. So early on in the game, Gravenberch scores. Uh, and this was kind of a goal out of nothing. Like he just dribbled past one player and then just took a shot from outside of the box. Wasn't the best shot, but had a lot of power and it was low. took a deflection and then just went in. So that's how the game started. Um, and that was pretty much it for the first half. Like, and it was hard on Newcastle because they had created like three good chances and Gordon couldn't put any of them away. So enter the second half. Um, I think it was like 24 seconds in, if I'm being honest, bro. I don't remember how early it was. I don't know if you do, but
They got up a 46-minute mark. So yeah, a minute,
yeah. So basically, Liverpool go on their
less than a
first
minute.
attack. Liverpool go on their first attack. I can't remember 100%, but I think someone gets a shot blocked. And it's one of those goals, and it's so crazy because when I saw this, well, this was last week. Last week I saw a goal Ekitike scored, and I'm like, God, man, it's like Jota's watching because that was a Jota goal. Like scrappy, good finish,
Mhm.
like just money. And this was a similar one where I think he just hit it hard and low and it went in. And I'm like, bro, like, okay, Newcastle are down 2-0. Um, to add even more pain to that, oh shoot, this actually happened in the first half. So, um, before the first half ended, Anthony Gordon, like just, Newcastle players and a lot of players are like this, but he's just trying to play hard. He realizes like I missed a couple chances, so he's just trying to play hard. He's pressing like crazy. He goes in on Van Dyke to try to basically tackle him or block him from making a pass, and like basically heel goes down his Achilles kind of thing. And
Um,
when you see it, it's a red card, bro. I saw it. I saw the replay. I'm like, it's a red card. What can you do? So that actually happened before the half ended. So they go into the second half having to play with 10 players, and then immediately Liverpool score. So now everybody in Newcastle is like, all right, bro, well, we down 2 goals. We
and
lost a player. Like, what are we going to do? But that's the one thing I will say about Newcastle. They don't quit. Like, they really don't quit. So, 57th minute, cross comes into the box. Kirkez, I will say, is a story to talk about because you'll remember Anthony Robinson playing for wait, not Anthony Robinson. What am I talking about? That's Fulham. Andy Robertson. Andy Robertson, sorry.
oh,
Who's played
Robertson. Okay,
Yeah, who's played for Liverpool for years at left
right.
back. They just brought in a new left back, Kirkez. And I will say that people are quickly finding some weaknesses in his game.
Yeah.
Bruno Gomes literally just posted this man up and got a header. And if you watch it, like, dude didn't even stand a chance. Like, he didn't even compete for the header. And I'm like, okay, you're a defender first. You know what I mean? Like, you always be saying about your players, like, they like to go
Hmm.
forward. It's like, but bro, you got to be able to defend. And that was a poor effort defensively. And I don't know if it was a lack of effort or like he just can't do it. Like, he can't go out there and defend on corners, but that did not look good. Bruno Gomes like snuck in, scored the header. Everybody in Newcastle was like, "All right, we back. We got this. We got
That's the
this."
only way you're gonna score, basically, is set pieces when
Yeah,
you're down to
yeah,
10 men. So yeah,
yeah. That's
makes
that's
sense.
exactly how it is. So,
It's the only way you're gonna score.
game keeps going on. Liverpool's not looking really scary. Which I could say like during most of the game they didn't really look that scary. So a lot of stoppage time in this game. The game keeps going on. We get to like the 87th minute, and Newcastle get a free kick. Like you said, man down. How you gonna
It makes
score?
sense.
Set
Hmm.
pieces. So this one's like from deeper. So it's one of the ones that they have to just kind of play into the box. So they play this ball into the box. I think it actually comes off of Kunate and bounces to a striker that got subbed in. His name is Oswula. I don't even know his name, but I wouldn't be surprised if he starts next game because he's an actual striker. And it comes down to him, and he just puts it away, bro. So now 88th minute, Newcastle is tied with Liverpool after
So
being
it was
down
two
10
two.
men. Yes,
Oh
2-2.
wow.
Yes,
Maybe I
so
need to
we're at
watch this game.
exactly. So we're 2-2. And then we see the amount of stoppage time that gets added.
Which was what?
I think it's 11 minutes that gets added. Um, I don't remember the injuries, but I think everyone was in agreement like yeah, it was going to be a lot of stoppage time. Because just random stoppages. But I mean, you
You
call
get 5 subs now too. It's another
you
thing. You get
do get
five
five
subs.
subs, so yeah, you
So
get a lot.
that
So
that time is like because I'm pretty sure the clock stops on subs too. So
yeah, yeah, it don't stop,
that's
it
gonna
don't
be long.
stop, but like they keep track, like they'll let you keep
Yeah,
going.
they keep
And
they keep track of the time. That's why the
yeah,
stoppage time
yeah,
is even more because you need
yeah,
more time to sub now too. That's not just you know.
yep. So, um, Arnie Slot is just, looking at his bench and he's like, oh, yeah, I got this like 16-year-old. Like, let me just throw him out there, you know? So, of course, he comes on, gets the ball the first time and like basically dribbles past two players, gets down the line. I'm like, okay, dude got a little something, something, you know what I mean? So then we getting close to the end of the game and Salah gets the ball on the right side. So everybody's like, all right, gonna cut in and shoot, like, because that's what Salah does. He cuts in, plays a pass across the box towards Soboslai. Soboslai steps over the pass. The 16-year-old coming off the left wing curls the shot into the, I think it's top corner, and wins the game. 16-year-old, bro. 16. So, yeah, all that work from Newcastle to get back into the game doesn't matter. Liverpool found a way.
What's this kid's name?
Liverpool found a way. I don't even know how to pronounce this man's name. It is
You look up this.
it looks like you Umoa, or it's
Oh, okay,
Ngumoha.
I see.
Never
Understand.
heard of this guy before. I think he actually came from Chelsea. Never heard of this guy
And
before though.
the
But came
10
on,
minute mark of the stoppage
yeah,
time. 10
yep.
minutes in the stoppage
Came
time.
on, came on and won it for Liverpool. So yeah,
Yeah, wow. Maybe
it
I
was
don't want to watch
definitely
that actually. I don't think I want to watch that. I don't, no,
yeah, yeah.
no,
It's tough.
no.
It's tough, man. It's tough. You kind of got to feel for Newcastle, but ultimately they just need to sell Isak at this point because I don't know if there's any coming back. It's like, bro, you just like we could have won both of those games with you. And
And
it's
this is
like and it's like
why
and it's like we're paying you. So at this point it's like, bro, take the best offer you can get and get rid of him so your team can move on cuz right now your team's like in limbo.
this is why they need trades in Premier League. This is why because they're gonna lose him for nothing. It's not like just some money is whatever, like because there's
Yeah.
no salary cap. So whatever.
Especially when the window closes, right? If the window
Yeah, the
closes
transfer
and you
window.
can't get anybody in, it's like, bro,
Yeah,
all right,
you need
striker's
trades,
gone.
and because I'm saying, I'll give you an example. Like Sabino, we would have flipped Sabino already and got something for him, but
Yeah.
Sabino, because he couldn't agree to a number with whoever he wanted to go, he's staying now basically.
Mm.
So now we have a malcontent in our locker room. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
And that's
so.
like, it's just sad. Like, the story was more about Isak this game than Newcastle. Newcastle played really well, but every, and it's like, it's even more pressure on Gordon because he knows, like, Isak's finishing these chances. You know what I mean? It's like,
I think he'll turn it around.
if there
Yeah,
was no
yeah,
Isak, I hope
he'll
so,
turn it
bro. I
around.
hope so. They've
And
been
Gordon's the one
they've
that
been
got the red, so
yeah, Gordon got the
okay.
red card. So he won't even
So,
be there the next game. So
so
this Asula guy is probably starting. I would. I would start him. You put him on for basically the last 15 minutes of the game and he got you a goal, like, bro, you gotta start. You gotta give him some minutes. Got to. I would think about starting this 16-year-old that just won the game for Liverpool too. Shoot. If they win by a point at the end of the season, bro basically won you the league.
yeah.
Crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, I
So
don't like to hear that, but Liverpool, about I don't like to hear that about Liverpool too, but I did know they won. I didn't know it was like that. That it was
yeah,
a
bro.
nail biter, and basically Newcastle gave up the 2 points or 3 points basically. Yeah, they lost 3 points. They lost 2 points, I guess. They could have got a draw, so they could have got a point. So,
I
and
guess
I needed that after that loss. So
yeah, I guess the other thing is Corner FC, aka Arsenal. They put a whipping on Leeds. Not much to see there. They just overpowered them. They actually, like, I think it's the first time that I don't even know if I want to say that. Like they don't look like the old Arsenal. Like they still like play for corners, and it just was really effective against Leeds. Like not fun to watch really, but hey, it's working, man. It's working. They're first place in the league right now. So I can't say anything. I can't say anything. They started off well, and of course we talked about it before. They got Eze, so they brought even more firepower into the team.
Oh, you know what? I think I did see some of that game. What did Saka? Who, who was the guy that was there for the longest time? Oh my
It's Saka.
goodness.
It's
Is it
probably
Saka? Did he score? Did he score? Because
scored a
I'm pretty sure I
scored a
saw. I'm sorry.
ridiculous goal.
Yeah,
Scored
I
a
think,
ridiculous
and it
goal
was
off
like
his
wasn't
weak
even
foot.
accurate. It was just he just hit it super
It
hard, and the
was
dude just blew it right by him. It was like it was right next to
yeah,
him. So I'm pretty sure
yeah,
he scored. I
bro.
think I saw Eze on the side. I was pissed when I saw Eze in the on the bench. It was just a reminder, like, oh damn, this dude just I
It's
can't believe
like
this dude
not
got to
only are they
Arsenal.
beating this team into the ground, but also they got this guy coming as
Yeah,
well. Yeah,
yep. And they were like
yeah,
superstar. I'm like, yeah, yeah, I think he
yeah.
is a superstar.
Gonna be an
Been a
interesting
fan.
couple weeks for them though, because Saka's out injured for probably like a month, and Odegaard's
Oh,
out
he
too.
got hurt? Okay,
Yeah,
good.
so
Oh,
but then again, they did buy Madueke for from us, who's a right winger, so they at least
did
got a
leave
player there.
after
Huh?
halftime. I was pissed off and I went to go work out after halftime. I remember I was gonna watch that whole game and I was like, no, I'm not watching this. I'm not watching this whole
Ain't
game.
worth it. It
I
was dead,
left
bro.
at
It was
halftime.
dead.
It was over. It was over. I was like,
It was
all right, we're
it was
done.
a dead game.
Whoa, whatever. It's too early. It's too early. You know what I'm saying? They can be confident all they want.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
see. We'll
Other thing
see.
to laugh at, I think, is Man United right now. Y'all fierce rivals over there are currently in 16th place, holding it down. Um, so yeah, and they're
It's
in
the
the
most popular team in the world.
yeah, most popular team in the world in 16th place. Not only are they in 16th place in the Premier League, they just got knocked out of the Carabao Cup by Ringham or something like that. I actually have to research where this team is because I don't know who they are. But apparently they're better than Man United because they just knocked them out. Righam.
I just feel sorry for them at this point. Because I don't have a history of them beating us, so I don't really. They're
He's like,
not really my.
I've never seen it.
So I'm not.
He's
I'm
like,
never. They don't.
my rival is Liverpool and Arsenal. We've never
Yeah,
even heard of Man United.
yeah. And Chelsea. Listen, I'll never forget that game in the Champions League. Oh my God, ruined my sleep for months.
Oh, it's so crazy being on the opposite end of that though, man. Because I just remember seeing the goal go in, and then after that, I was just like, "Can the game just end now?" Because like the rest of this game is gonna be drama. And then Mares hit that shot. I was like, "Bro, my heart almost came out of my chest. Like, what am I watching, bro?" Oh man. Hey,
Yeah,
but y'all got one though. Y'all got one, so you can
yeah.
recover.
We fought.
Y'all
We
won
did get
one,
one.
so
Yeah, we
it's
did get one.
okay. It's
Yeah.
okay. Just not against Chelsea, bro.
You always
Chelsea,
remember the ones you lose, though. You don't really remember
yeah,
the ones you lose. You just those stick with you. Those
yeah,
ones. I mean, I do remember obviously the one that I won, and because the way we won was so incredible. Like the way we won too. It's like I'm pretty sure that was the one we were down two, or that was the one where we were. Was that the one we were down? Or was that when we won the Premier League too? We had so many crazy comebacks over the last couple of years. Can't even remember. So
hmm
anyway. So next week, we have. I think we play. Do we play Brighton? I think we play Brighton. Let me look it up.
I wanted to say
Next
it was
week,
Fulham for us.
we play. You guys play Fulham, and we play Brighton. So
Yeah, Brighton is another
another.
one of those teams that's not been showing up. So we'll
Yeah, but they
see.
typically have
Or-
talent, and so they can score. So
Yeah, they
so
do. I don't know what's up with them so far this year. I haven't seen any of their games, but I'll probably watch that game. See
y'all,
y'all
you got the early
playing.
game. Oh wow. Okay. I don't know if I can make that one. I made mine, but I don't know if I can make
Sleep,
that one for y'all.
hey,
7:30 for y'all. I don't know.
sleeping in ain't a thing for us, bro. So yeah, ain't a thing for me at
Yeah,
least. So yeah.
probably catch a replay. So that is all for this week. We'll be back next week to review next week three. Um, it's been a nice start to the season. Very exciting. A lot of craziness. Yeah, just no never a dull moment. I love it. So, it's a good way to start the season.
Really is, bro. Really is. I hope Drew's second team, Sunderland, stays up this season. We'll see. See how it goes.
I'm gonna keep watching. I like this. I like them. So I'm gonna keep watching.
I
I'm a fan of
respect it,
this
bro.
team.
I
They
respect it.
got, they got,
There's teams like that. Like Crystal Palace used to be that team where I'm like, yeah, let me just check in on them, see how they doing. But now that Eze's gone, I'm like, all right, bro. Well, now what?
yeah. This kid Mayenda is he's a player. I want to keep watching him. So,
Okay.
all right, dude.
All
All
right,
right,
bro.
man. Till next time. We out.
Sir, one.
One.